All right, guys. So, for those of you that don't know, you don't know my journey, you don't know my story, this is really crazy because I haven't really touched my D2K Violins channel for a long time. And as I started recording this video, actually, as I got finished recording the last one, I got some notifications on my D2K Violins channel, which is crazy. And when I started this video, some notifications for the D2K Violins channel popped up, which is nuts. Okay, why is that a big deal? Let me tell you the story. Okay, so 10 years ago, my wife and I got married. We hopped on the road for 6 months, had an amazing time, playing music, sharing the gospel. If you don't know me, I'm a violinist. I love the Lord. I love to worship. And violin is what I do. In case you haven't heard, I'll just play a little bit of something for you guys. So that's just a little bit, right? I love being able to play. I'm a classically trained violinist. I love being able to play those kind of things. But I got adopted when I was 10 years old. Before I was 10 years old, right? If you haven't noticed, right? I was born into a black family. I love hip hop. I love that style of music. I love the boom bap. I love the other stuff. When I got adopted, right before I got adopted, actually, a couple years before I got adopted, when I learned the violin, I learned the classical, but I always had that hip hop in my blood. I always had the hip hop in my veins. I used to play in orchestra and I'd hear the beats in my head as we're playing all the other stuff, right? So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the other side too, because what is D2K Violins if you don't have both? What is Mission 1020 Music if you don't have both? What is the hip-hop violinist if you don't have both? So I'm gonna play a little something for y'all and I'm going to make it up on the spot. Part of what I'm doing here is I want to give you guys an opportunity to see what's going on in my journey. So as I mentioned earlier, 10 years ago, we did some crazy stuff, made a decision to step back from music, stepped into web design and marketing because God said to, right? 4 years later, stepped into the military because God said to, but part of the agreement between me and God, the last thing I had to do was cut off my locks. God did some crazy miracles just to be able to get us to where we were. Last thing I had to do was cut off my locks. And as I was getting ready to go into the military, you know what God said? Lay down your Isaac, right? The music. It was an opportunity to be able to reach the lost, to share to those that are broken and suffering. And right before I went, God said, lay down your Isaac. Set it all down. So there was some D2K violin stuff. You can look back at it that you saw before I left. And 6 years later, now I'm showing you a little bit of what God is doing because obviously he restored that promise, brought it back into fruition, and now we are being able to go forward from there. So I'm really excited to be able to share this piece with you. So I'm going to make something up on the spot. Rather than waste your time, take your time. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. I'm thinking at some point I'll start taking requests. But right now, I'm thinking C, G, E flat. All right. Those are the 3 notes. We're going to start with those. 2, 3, and... All right. So now we're gonna add a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. This is fun, right? All right. Jesus loves me. How about something like it? Whew. A little fade out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, cool. So how we doing, y'all? I am Joshua Harmon, D2K Violins, the hip hop violinist, Mission 1020 Music, Ospark Media Marketing. Man, I'm really excited to share with you guys a little bit of my journey. Right? Life has not always been easy for me. Life has been crazy almost every step of the way. But God never promised that life was going to be perfect. He promised that he was going to be with us every step of the way. Right? This video, we're about 8 minutes and 28 seconds in it, probably about 20 seconds ago. So all things work for the good of those who love him and have been called according to his purpose. If you do not know what your purpose is for your life, please let me know. If you're looking to be able to do music as a part of your life, reach out to me. Maybe there's something I can help you with. If you are a violinist, you can hear my son in the background. I've got 5 children. I'm really excited. I am also a father, love my family, but just wanted to be able to share a little bit of music with you. Part of my story, as I mentioned earlier in this video, is that 10 years ago, my wife and I set out on the journey of a lifetime for 6 months, did music on the road, sharing the gospel, sharing life, sharing our story. After that 6 months, we came back and we were like, God, what are we going to do? Found out we were pregnant with our firstborn, so excited, but I was like, God, how do I take care of my family and do ministry at the same time? God said web design. And at that time, it was just a seed. It was just a hope. 10 years later, right? We're walking into what God has for us. But before I joined the military, I asked God how to take care of my family, do ministry at the same time, and how to move the business forward. And you know what he said? Marketing the violin. I can't market the violin if I'm not giving you guys an opportunity to be able to invest in us. And I can't market if I'm not showing you guys consistently a little bit of what you have available in front of you. So if music is something that you're passionate about, come talk to me. If you want to learn how to play the violin, I got you. Get at me. We can talk about that, see if that's something that you're interested in. If you want to learn how to go from being an intermediate violinist to an advanced violinist, I can also help you with that. Got some stuff that I'm really excited to share with you. So, no further ado, if you'd like to learn more, just comment comment violin. Right, we'll start with that. Comment violin, we'll start a conversation, see if there's something that you are really excited about getting started. Maybe you've got a challenge coming up, maybe you got some other stuff. But anyways, I am Joshua Harmon, D2K Violins, the Hip Hop Violinist, Osberg Media Marketing, Mission 1020 Music, Remnant Music. Leave No Survivors, bring back the Remnant. If you want to know more about that, let me know. Love you guys. God bless. Peace.